Welcome to another episode of Football Flashbacks, where we simulate football history one season at a time. We start with two Bundesliga double headers. We first start off in Munich as Bayern take on Leverkusen here in the Allianz Arena. Here's Ramalov now for Leverkusen, and it's offside for Veronin. Open across the open scoring for Leverkusen. Now it's Oliver Kahn with the goal kick. Here's Pizarro. Still Claudio Pizarro. The guy who scored a brace against Arsenal last season in the Champions League round of 16. He crosses it over, and the ball has been intercepted out of bounds. Salihamidzic. Philipp Lahm. Still Philipp Lahm. Still Groningen. Can he score? Instead he runs it towards out of play, and it is a goal kick. He just runs it towards the end of the field instead. Here's Pizarro now. Claudio Pizarro's cross, and it is not even close to even a goal. Here's this guy is Polish. Here's this Polish guy's name who I will not even try and pronounce. He crosses it over, and Berbatov with a corner kick, with a bicycle kick, and Schneider misses it wide. Just only a few meters from the goalpost that would have opened the scoring for the 2002 Champions League runners-up. Freier. Here's Freier for Bayer Leverkusen. Still Freier. Freier's cross. Now the Polish guy, and then into the hands of Oliver Kahn. Roy Mackay, he in-form striker for Bayern Munich, and Schneider intercepts it. And it's Freier now. Still Freier. Still Freier for Bayer Leverkusen. Now it's Barnetta. Still Barnetta here. Bayer Leverkusen are now chasing a place in the UEFA Cup, while Bayern Munich are probably going to win the title this year, and also have a game against AC Milan in the Champions League. Now here's the Polish guys cross it in. Headed into Veronin! It's 1-0 to Bayer Leverkusen here at the Allianz Arena. And it's the 26-year-old Bayer Leverkusen player who stuns the Allianz Arena and makes it look like a silent classroom during an exam. It's 1-0 to Bayer Leverkusen here at the Allianz Arena. So can Bayern Munich get back in here? They always do whenever they play against small teams like Bayer Leverkusen. Remember, Bayer Leverkusen isn't even a big team. They have never won the Bundesliga. They came close to doing so 3 years ago, but they lost out on all three major trophies. There's a free header from Oliver Kahn! And Bayern Munich got back in the game. It's game on here in the Allianz Arena. And Roy Mackay with the free header, actually a flying header, after a cross from Salihamidzic, finds the back of the net yet again for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Here's Atterson for Bayer Leverkusen. It's intercepted by Santa Cruz, and that marks the end of the game here at the Allianz Arena. 1-1 here. Bayer Leverkusen scored first, but Bayern Munich fought back, and both share the points. It's Bayer Leverkusen 1, Bayern Munich 1. Up next is the Rafir derby, Schalke 04 versus Borussia Dortmund. Schalke 04 haven't been in a very good state right now, having crashed out of the Champions League, while Borussia Dortmund are burning in debt. Cross here to Buckley now. Here's Deron Buckley. Still Deron Buckley, but it's taken out. It's a corner here. Here's a cross here. Smolarek! 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. And they do take the lead here in the Veltins Arena. And just like the game against AC Milan in the Champions League, Schalke will have to fight back and maybe avoid defeat like they did at the San Siro two months ago. Here's Lincoln now for Schalke. Still Lincoln into the hands of Weidenfeller. Here's Smolarek now. Still Smolarek. Can he add a second? Oh, would have been a goal of the season in the Bundesliga. had that gone in. Here's Paulsen for Schalke, and he's been taken down by Klinger, I think, or Darren Buckley. And the two are fighting. Luckily, the referee cuts it out, and Paulsen will go on a stretcher. I think he might be injured or something, or is going on for treatment. There's a cross from Hamid Altentop, and a miss from Sant. What a weird name, but he was the captain for Schalke in the 2005-06 season. And he heads it and he misses it. He has Darren Buckley now. Still Darren Buckley, the South African. Now he passes on to Didi. Didi's cross, and it's into the hands of Rost, the Schalke 04 keeper. Krustic, Panda, Kobiashvili. Still Kobiashvili, who I assume might be Georgian. Now it's intercepted by Borussia Dortmund. Sorry, I made a mistake. Rzenska. Borussia Dortmund on the run. Now it's Rosicki. Now Smolarek, the goal scorer early on. And it's offside. And not gone offside. He would have crossed it in or maybe even scored from there to add a second for Dortmund. There's a cross, and it's Korani, and I think he might have been offside. Kevin Korani, the new signing from VfB Stuttgart. Here's Metzelder. Metzelder now. Still Metzelder for Borussia Dortmund. Still going strong. Here's Darren Buckley now. Surely! And a second goal's been added. And the South African scores in front of the Veltins Arena. And maybe, probably in front of the Schalke fans. They cannot believe what they're seeing. So now they have to come back from 2 goals down. Just like they would have done against AC Milan 2 months ago, as we discussed early on. It's 2-0 for Borussia Dortmund. There's Hogland. Hogland's cross to Kolanye. Save. Kolanye hasn't had a good game so far. It's a cross for Schalke. Cross it in. Kolanye again. Every time he heads it, he misses it. Quite a bad game for him. More than the fact that his team are now 2 goals down in such a big rivalry as a Ruffier derby. Now here's Koller. Jan Koller has been fouled. He's been taken down, and it's going to be a talking to, a final warning before a card gets shown out. It's a free kick for Dortmund. Now Dede. Rosicki now. Now Jan Koller. There's not much time left. Here's Smolarek now. Smolarek to add a third. And he does add a third. What the hell is going on in the Veltins Arena right now? Schalke are 3 goals down in front of their own fans. Dortmund are just making them pay, and Smolarek has his second goal. Just with almost the last kick of the game. And that is the last kick of the game here. Schalke 04 have conceded 3 goals in front of their own fans, and Dortmund, who are the ones burning in debt, are victorious. It's Schalke 04 4-0. Sorry, it's Schalke 0, Borussia Dortmund 3, in the Ruffier derby.